right, ladies. All right, welcome. Let's find a comfortable seat. Just sit up nice and tall. Find that long, tall spine, and just allow the body to settle in around that long, tall spine. Maybe allow the eyes to close or keep them open and just find a soft gaze to the floor. And just begin to tune into your breath. You might just feel it as it is, or you might choose to deepen and lengthen it. Don't forget about lengthening the exhale. That's what drops us in a little deeper. Allow the breath to just be full and complete. And pull that breath deeper down into the body, all the way down to the belly. And just allowing another couple of breaths, unhurried, as though this is all we're here to do. Be here now, be with our breath. Let go of expectation and anticipation. Release anything else that has happened up until this moment. You might notice what is coming in this moment. So just opening yourself up to the moment, however it unfolds. Excuse me. So that might mean taking in some of the sounds, or the energy of the space you're in. Might include feeling the support of the earth underneath you. And then shifting that awareness to the internal landscape and see what's going on the inside. How does the mind feel in this moment? Just noticing if it's busy, if it's calm, if it's stuck on something, gripping. And also taking this time to tune into your heart space. Noticing what is there for you. And just taking a moment to tune into your spine and follow the spine down to the tailbone. And just imagine a cord extending from the tailbone down towards the center of the earth and it hooking into the center of the earth. This is your grounding. This is your safety and your stability. Let's stay connected to this throughout our practice today. And then simultaneously, we're going to float the awareness up the spine to the crown of the head and let it continue up and out into space and beyond. And this is our connection to something bigger and greater than ourselves. Consider that source or divine energy. And then tune back into your self as the vessel that carries both here on earth. Let's bring the hands together at the heart. Take a nice big cleansing breath with me. Big full inhale. Big full exhale. And reach the fingertips up towards the sky. And take up space, reach up higher. And then exhale, reach out and down. Lengthen up through the spine. Soften the jaw and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And find a gentle little rocking. Explore sensation See where things are at for you in this moment. Just be with it. And gently, as you're ready, pulling the low tummy in, lifting the head and the heart, and coming back through center. And then gently releasing left ear to left shoulder. Allowing a few breaths there. And maybe a little rock and roll or circles, a little bit of movement, keeping that ear near the shoulder. And taking a nice big inhale to fill the belly, and as you exhale, pull the belly in, lift the heart, and lift the head back through center. As you arrive, sweep the arms up, breath in. And as you breathe out, right hand, left knee, look behind you over the left shoulder. Inhale, sweep the fingertips back up, coming through center. Exhale, other side. Look over the shoulder behind you. Inhale, back up through center. And we'll exhale into cactus arms. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Another breath here. Take those forearms back, lift the elbows so they're in line with the shoulders. One more breath. And reach the fingertips up. And we exhale, right hand, left knee, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, back up through center. Sweeping arms up. Exhale, other side, over the right shoulder. And inhale, back up through center. As you exhale, just release the right arm down. Lift up through the left arm and start to find your side stretch. And reach the fingertips away from you. Take that top shoulder, roll it open and look past the elbow. Nice full breath there. And then inhale, reach the fingertips up, and exhale, float that arm down. Just feel the sensation. Take a nice full breath. Let's float both arms up, big inhale. Exhale, cactus arms, squeeze shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Reach the right fingertips up and reach over, get a little opening in that side body. Make sure you're not folding forward. Your heart should not be facing down. It should be facing forward or even turning it up. Look past the elbow, another breath. And then inhale, reach up and release back down. Nice full inhale. Full exhale. Let's switch the cross of the legs. So put the opposite leg in front or on top. Settle in here. This side might feel a little different. Probably does since it was not your chosen side. Take the hands to the knees. We'll start moving through a little gentle cat-cow, opening up the heart, squeeze shoulder blades together. And then exhale, gently round the spine, pull the tummy in, let the shoulder blades spread. And just move at your own pace. Allow the jaw to soften. And next time your heart comes forward, shoulders roll back. We'll stay there for extra breath. And then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. This time as you roll the heart forward, opening up the heart, reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling and take up some space, reaching those fingertips behind you and down towards the ground. Open up the chest. And we're gonna reach the fingertips behind you and up, round the spine, take the hands to the knees, tuck the chin. It's a little more active cat-cow, reach the fingertips up as you take the heart forward. And let them rest down behind you. Open up. And then take it back around, rounding the spine. Just do that one more time, nice and slow and full. And back around, round the spine, tuck the chin. And then inhale to a neutral spine. We'll roll the shoulders up and back and up and down. Good. Go inward, feel what you feel. Take a breath. Go ahead and extend the right leg out to the side. Flex the foot. Make sure if you're sitting on something, make sure both sitting bones are to the earth or to your prop. And if you're leaning in, then maybe put something underneath that knee. Sit up tall, flex the foot. Nice full breath. Take the hands behind you, squeeze those shoulder blades together, lift the heart. Try not to lean too back, so bringing the hands pretty much right behind the hips so that we're nice and tall. Another full breath in, full breath out. And gently hinge forward. And if you want to take the hands forward, going deeper, feel free. I'm going to suggest if you want to explore a little bit with a little rock and roll, keep that right foot flexed. Maybe even find a little movement with the neck if that feels good. Just looking from side to side. And connecting deeper with your breath so you can drop in a little more. Stay with your exhale. Stay present in your body. Full inhale, full exhale. Bring hands down, low tummy pulls in. Slowly lift yourself up. Roll the shoulders as you arrive. We'll take that straight leg, bend it, place it in front of the same hip. And the other knee is going to kind of scooch in a little bit, letting that left heel come closer to the right hip. So again, you can always stay here or you can cross over the midline if that is doable in your body and keeping both hips on the ground. Left hand to the knee wherever it is, and then lengthen up through the spine, reach the right arm to the sky. Big breath in, open the heart, and reach that arm as far behind you as you can and place it to the floor. You're going to wrap the left hand around the knee, going deeper if you like. And we'll just settle into our twist, melting inward with every breath. Notice if you're looking down towards the ground, you can lift the chin, lift the spine, and look at something that's head height. Another full breath in, full breath out. Big inhale. As you exhale, we'll slowly unwind back through center. When you get there, sit up nice and tall. Take a nice full breath to the base of the spine. Realign with that exhale. Take the hands over to your left. Feel the feet on the floor. Keep the feet on the floor as you send the hips up into the air. And you're going to show me your bum. Pivot on the feet. Walk your hands over to the left. And keep pivoting the feet. And maybe slide back down into your twisted position on the other side. And it may not happen so easily, and that's okay. If it doesn't, it's just a fun little transition. Go ahead and bend your right knee underneath, left knee on top. Make sure both sitting bones are on the ground. Just get yourself in there. And then the right hand comes to the knee. Left arm's going to float up. And then we stretch it far behind you and place the hand to the floor and find your twist on the other side. So that transition is nothing to be overthought. It actually works better if we don't think about it at all. Let's take a few more breaths. Settling into your twist, opening up that back shoulder, letting the gaze be at the same height as your head. Another big inhale and a big exhale. Breath in, find that length in the spine. Spiral the left arm up and over, coming back through center. When you arrive in center, find your breath. And then take that top leg and just open it up out to the side. Right knee bends with the heel in line with the heart. Set yourself up. Lengthen through the spine, hands behind you. Lift up and out of the hips. Take a nice full breath. That left foot, energize. And then maybe your hands come forward and you kind of find your way into your melted forward fold if you choose to. You might sway a little, you might find some movement with the head and neck. And you might melt into stillness. Be with your breath and the sensations of your body in this moment. Another full breath in, full breath out. And begin to root your hands down, pull the tummy in, and slowly press the earth away, coming all the way up. Roll the shoulders when you arrive. Good. Take the hands behind you, release the legs, bring them out in front. We'll find our way into Dandasana, so root down through the heels. Flex the feet, root down through the sitting bones and the thighs and lift up. Find that length in the spine, root down through the hands, shoulders back. And again, take a moment to tune into the spine, tune into the cord coming out of the tailbone, grounding you, and the spine extending up and out into the rest of the universe. Take a nice full breath here. And then collect all that good energy, pulling it into the body, into your center line, thighs squeezing inward, tummy lifted, heart lifted. Another breath. Let's point the feet. Really reach the toes towards the floor in front of you. And then flex just the left foot. And switch, flex the right foot and point the left. And switch. And switch. And both toes point up, flexing the feet, and we'll find some circles, 2 or 3 in each direction. And then pause. Bend the left knee, take the hands to the back of the thigh, roll the shoulders back, open up the heart. We're going to press energy out the heel, straightening the leg, and then bending it. Okay. Straighten and bend. One more, straighten and bend. Beautiful. Find some circles, moving the hip, just warming it up a little bit. And then the other direction. Okay. Beautiful. And then slide that leg back down, come back into Dandasana. Notice what you notice. Take a breath. Bend the right knee, take the hands under the thigh, roll the shoulders back, let that heart stay lifted so we're not rounding into the spine. And then lift the foot as we bend the knee and straighten and bend. Just a few, straighten and bend. And extend and bring in. Last one. And then we'll do some circles with the hips. Not looking for perfect circles here. Getting some movement from that hip joint. And go in the other direction. Good. And then let the foot come down, slide it out, sit up tall, Dandasana, coming back to your center. Full inhale, full exhale. Either staying here or take the hands behind you again a little bit Lift up a little more and start to hinge forward. You might stay there, you might walk the hands in front of you, but try not to round the spine, round the shoulders. Keep that heart shining forward and the spine long. And then gently maybe melt in a little. Let the heart reach for the toes instead of the chin doing the reaching, or instead of collapsing down to the knees. Take another couple breaths, keep pressing energy out the heels, toes reaching up towards the sky. So walk your hands closer to your feet. If they reach, go ahead and give them a grab. If not, don't worry about it. Just be where you are. It's perfect. Another good breath here. Begin to root down through the legs, root down through the hands, pull the tummy in, start to come up slowly. And when you arrive, let's roll the shoulders, cleansing breath. We'll bend the knees, take your feet wide, and just find a little windshield wiper. Let's just move some of that around a little bit. And we'll make our way to hands and knees, tabletop. Of course, you can pad the knees if you'd like. Take off any layers that you're ready to take off. I'll be removing my super cozy sweatshirt. Once you find your way into your tabletop, just settle in. Make sure the shoulders roll back, pull up behind the heart, pull the low tummy in. Find your drishti. Right leg extends behind you, either toes to the ground or lift it. Square the hips, extend that leg, press energy out the heel. And then either stay there or extend the left arm forward. You can also keep the fingertips on the ground. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose or the knee to the elbow, squeeze in. Inhale, extend. This time we're going to exhale and reach the fingers back, bend the knee and maybe tap the foot. And then inhale, extend. Exhale, take it under, knee to elbow, pull in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap back, bend the knee, try to touch it, and extend. And then take it in and under again. And extend. And reach back. If you can grab the foot, grab it, and take a moment there. Another breath. And then gently release the limbs nice and long, and then place them down on the ground. Settle in. Take that left arm again out to the side and up towards the ceiling. And we thread the needle, left cheek, left shoulder to the floor. Press through the right fingertips, let the elbow open up to the sky. Take a couple breaths. You can always deepen this by extending your right fingertips to the top of the mat, or even reaching them up towards the ceiling and resting them on the low back. Just keep that right shoulder open. Wherever feels like the best option for you, stay there. We'll take another couple unhurried breaths. Ground through the right hand, so place it on the floor in front of your face, and press the earth away. Left arm spirals up to the ceiling, and we come back to center. When you arrive, do a little cat-cow to realign the spine. Any other organic movement that calls to you is welcome. Of course, that's always the rule. Honor thy body, honor your own needs. And then we inhale, come back to center. Once you arrive, extend your left leg behind you, either toes to the ground or lift it. But be sure to square the hips, tummy in, press up behind the heart, and the right fingertips either stay where they are, crawl forward or lift. Another breath. And then we bring the knee to the elbow, squeeze in or knee to nose, and then inhale, extend. Exhale, hand reaches back, bend the knee, maybe you tap the foot. And then inhale, extend. Take it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap back. And extend. And one more, bring it in and under, squeeze in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap back. Maybe you grab the foot and hold it. Another breath. Then gently release, extending the arm and leg. And then hand comes down, knee comes down. And that right arm comes out to the side, up to the ceiling. And we thread the needle, right cheek, right shoulder to the floor. Adjust however works best for your body. Options to take the fingertips forward or up to the ceiling into the low back. With your breath, another inhale, another exhale. Begin to ground the left hand in front of the face. Root down, flip the right arm out to the side, up to the ceiling, and back through center. Roll the shoulders, spine lengthen the spine, tummy lifts. Take the knees a little wider, press back, child's pose. You know, walk the fingers forward, melt the head down, maybe even roll along the eyebrow line for a little self-massage. Another full breath here. Breathe through the hands, start to lift yourself back up to tabletop. And take the hands forward a little bit, shoulders over wrists, slow tummy pulls in, and we lower to the earth as slow as you can. Try to keep the belly lifted, lowering down through your modified plank. And when you land, lift into baby cobra. And lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, lift. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you go up higher. Take an extra breath. And gently lower back down. Good. Let's reach the hands down towards the feet. Palms down. So the hands are by your hips. As you inhale, lift the head, the heart, and then take the shoulders and roll them up towards the ceiling, and then walk the fingertips closer towards the feet, really opening up the chest. Tuck the chin, get length in the neck. One more breath, root down. And then exhale, lower to the earth. Good. One more time, we're going to come through center. Inhale, lift the head, heart, roll the shoulders back, walk the fingers towards the toes. Stay there or lift the feet and the legs. Another breath. Keep squeezing, maybe lift a little more. Good. And then gently release. Take a breath. Good. I think I said one more, but I lied. We're going to do one more. Let's come back through center. Lift the head, the heart, and the shoulders. Lift the fingers off the floor. Reach them towards the back. Lift the legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift a little more. Take another breath. And then gently release to the earth. You can stack the arms and rest. Take a nice big breath to the base of the spine. And big releasing exhale. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up through tabletop. Back into child's pose. We'll take 2 full breaths in child's pose. And root down through the hands. Start to bring yourself back up into tabletop. Walk the hands forward and find your way into downward facing dog. Take your time in your down dog. Roll the shoulders out of the ears, melt the heels towards the floor, hips to the back wall. Nice full breath here. Begin to extend your left leg behind you. Let's step it all the way forward. Help it forward if it needs it, and get yourself settled in. Wiggle the hips, melt them down. Shoulders roll back. A nice full breath. Right hand roots to the ground, left arm lifts, little twist. Pull that left hip back and keep the knee above the ankle. Left arm's going to windmill 2 times. Rotate it back and down, forward and up. And again, back, down, forward, and up. One more breath here. And then we release the hand to the earth. Ground down, step at that plank. There, you've got a vinyasa if you want it. However you get there, we'll all meet in down dog for a nice releasing breath. And the right leg extends up behind you. Step that right leg forward. Give yourself a moment to settle into the low lunge. Melt the hips a little, but keep integrity in the legs, strong and stable. Left hand comes to the earth, grounded, right arm floats up. Make sure that right knee is pulling in, so it's floating above the ankle. And then we float the right arm down behind you, to the earth, forward, and up. Good. One more like that. And then back to the ground. Stabilize, send that leg back, plank. Vinyasa or no vinyasa. Nice full breath in your down dog. Left leg extends behind you. We're going to lift the left hip over the right, bend the left knee. Open things up around the hips. Keep the shoulders squared. Take another breath. Toes to the sky. Square your hips. Step that left leg forward. Low lunge. Root down. Rise up for your high lunge. Nice full breath here. Good. Right arm forward, left arm back, little twist. Maybe look to your side, maybe look behind you. And then inhale, come back up through center, open up warrior 2. Adjust your feet. Back heel drops down. Good. Flip over the front fingertips. Find the stability in the legs. Start with the feet. Strengthen the legs. And then just tune into the spine. Feel the spine extend from the tailbone down to the center of the earth and extend up into the universe. One more breath. Cartwheel down. Back heel lifts. I'm going to step the back foot forward, forward, hold. Release the head and the neck with some circles. Find your feet. Maybe send the tailbone up a little bit. Maybe keep the knees nice and bent. See what feels better to you today. Ground through the feet. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine, shoulders roll up and back. And then down, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, nice strong stable legs, float it up, maybe look up towards the thumbs as you pull the palms into heart center. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Ground through the hands, step back with the right leg. Root down, take that left leg all the way up and back, three-legged dog. Good. We're going to shift forward into plank, stacking left ankle over right ankle. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then left leg lifts up, three-legged dog. One more time, left ankle over right ankle, come into plank, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. And then undo the legs, regular plank, move through vinyasa, or child's pose, or down dog. Taking another breath wherever you are. We'll find our way back into downward facing dog. When you get there, let's extend the right leg behind you. Stack the right hip over the left, bend the right knee. Nice full breath here. Try to keep those shoulders square to the floor. Let the opening come from the hips. Toes reach up to the sky. We square the hips and step that right foot all the way forward. Get settled into your lunge. Find your stability. Float down or root down to float up. Settle in. Left arm comes forward as the right arm goes back. We find a nice high twist. Take up a little space. Another breath. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, come into warrior two. Left heel drops down behind you. Take a moment. Bring your awareness to your feet. Let the awareness move up the legs. Find stability and strength. Then tune into your spine. Reconnect to that cord going to the center of the earth. And then reconnect to the beam of light going up to the rest of the universe. And then come back into your body. Here and now, strong and stable. Let's go ahead and cartwheel the hands down. Back heel lifts. And we step that back foot forward, coming to a forward fold. Grounding through the feet, you might clasp the elbows and dangle with a little more going on. Nice full breath. Release the arms. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. We reverse swan dive all the way up. And hands to heart center. Find your breath. Find the present moment. Put the feet on the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, come into chair pose. You can bring hands to the heart or extend them out. Really squeeze the inner thighs and fire up the glutes, and maybe sit down a little deeper. Another breath. And dive it forward, forward, fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the left leg. Ground through your hands. We're going to step that right leg all the way back, three-legged dog. Shoot it up into the air. We shift forward into plank, right ankle over left. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And send the hips up and back, three-legged dog. And one more time, right ankle over left, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And three-legged dog. Oh, I lied. Go ahead and release that right foot down and just come into plank. And either hang out here, move through your vinyasa, Or we'll just meet back in down dog in a little bit. Take 3 breaths in down dog or child's pose. Let's extend the left leg behind. Take the left knee to the left elbow. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And send it back. And then left knee to right elbow. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And send it back. And left leg, we step forward, forward, fold. Oh, sorry. Not forward fold. Let's just stay here in our low lunge. I don't know where that came from. Move down through the right hand, left arm lifts. Little twist. It's down, lift up. Try to sustain your upper body, but drop your right knee down. Uncurl the right toes, ground through the right shin, and then float that twist up. And either stay there or let the left hand come to the right thigh and the right arm reaches to the ceiling. Maybe you even look behind you. One more breath. We're going to cartwheel the hands down. Take the hips, send them back, straighten the left leg, left toes point up to the ceiling. Nice full breath, reach the heart towards the toes. Tuck the chin. Pull that left hip back, ground down through the left heel and slide it back. Another breath. And we start to walk the hands forward, ground through the left foot, bend the left knee, right knee lifts. And we're going to take the hands forward and lift that right leg. Melt the heart and the head to the left knee. Square the hips. Take another breath. And release that right foot to the left. And now we come into that forward fold. Nice cleansing breath here. Maybe the tailbone reaches up. Maybe the head and heart melt closer to the knees. Ground through the feet. Inhale, come up halfway, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. And we reverse swan dive. Take it all the way up. Hands to the heart. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Ground through the left leg, lift the right knee. Find your balance. You can always be on tippy toes also. Keep that right knee bent. We're going to slide it back. So now the knees are even. And then pull the right heel in towards the glute a little more. Another breath. Right knee comes in and up. This time we're going to grab the knee, pull it into the chest. And then gently release that foot down. Inhale, stretch the arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, open the heart. Try not to jet the hips forward. Keep the legs strong. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we swan dive down, forward fold. Step back with the left leg. Root the hands, step back with the other leg, plank. Either hang out and plank, move through your vinyasa, or come straight into down dog. Or pit stop in child's pose. When you arrive in your down dog, extend that right leg behind you. Right knee to right elbow. Try to touch it and hold. And send that leg back. Right knee to left elbow. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And send that leg back. Let's step it all the way forward. Ground through the left hand, lift through the right for a little twist. Good. Keeping the integrity in your twist, just start to lower your left knee to the ground. Uncurl the toes, ground through that left shin, and float yourself up. Higher twist. That's a medium height twist. And then we've got that back hand can come to the back thigh. Front arm can reach up. Open the left armpit. Maybe even look to the ground behind you. Another breath. And we cartwheel the hands all the way down and around. Place the hands on either side of the right foot, straighten the right leg. Right toes point up, hands crawl back. Lengthen through the spine, melt the heart towards the knee. Pull that right hip back, really ground through the right heel. Slide it back a little teeny bit. Another breath. Good. Inhale, find length, bend that right knee, walk your hands forward. Curl the back toe, lift the back knee. Pull up the hands forward a little bit, kick up with the left leg, nice and stable and strong in your standing L. Another breath. Left foot meets right. Forward fold. Options in your forward fold, you can clasp elbows. You might take the hands to the back of the ankles or shins, wrap the forearms, pull the tummy in, tuck the chin, come in a little deeper. Ground through the feet, inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, take it all the way up. And the hands to the heart. Find a cleansing breath here. Root down through the right leg and start to lift the left knee. Of course, you can keep toes on the ground if that's better for you today. Find your drishti. Keep that 90-degree angle in the left leg as we rotate from the hip. Bring the knee down towards the other knee. And then pull the heel in closer to the glute. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Another breath. Good. And take that left knee and bring it up in front of you. Grab hold of it, pull it into your chest. Nice full breath here. And go ahead and release the left foot to meet the right. Tadasana. Take a nice big inhale. Big exhale. Sweep the arms up. Clasp your hands, reach up towards the ceiling. Of course, if clasping doesn't work, take a wide V. Up and over to the right. Ground down through the feet. Open up that left side body a little more. Stay with your breath. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, other side. Ground through the feet. Open up that right side body. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Root down through the hands. Step back with the right leg, back with the left leg. Vinyasa or no vinyasa. Nice, good breath here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Extend the right leg behind. Step that foot forward to the outside of the right hand. Coming into our wide limb lunge. Settle in. Feel free to, here's some options. You could stay here working some strength. You can also work strength by starting to lower the heart and walk the hands towards the middle of your mat. Send the fingertips to the back of the mat, turning the hands. Stay nice and strong in the legs. Maybe the hands extend even further back. Your gaze is down on the ground. Another breath.
Maybe the hands come to your heart. Good. Either stay with this for another 2 breaths or bring your hands down to the ground, drop the back knee and drop in. We're all going to come here. It's just come here at your pace. If you're still in strength, then lower the back knee, lower your hands first if they're not lowered, lower the back knee and drop in. Just take another breath. You can come down to forearms if you want. You can place a block underneath your forearms. Just taking a couple breaths in lizard. Not to collapse the hips. Just let them open without collapsing. Good. One more breath here. If you're on forearms, bring yourself back up to your hands. And gently just walk that right foot behind you. Knees together and press back into child's pose, or just come to sit on your heels. Whichever will serve you best. Take this time to go inward and just be with your breath. Feel the energy of your practice. One more breath. We mindfully make our way back into downward facing dog. Nice cleansing breath together. Big inhale, and then open the mouth and find a nice releasing sigh. Left leg extends behind you. Step that left leg all the way forward to the outside of the left hand. And just settle into your low, well, it's not really low lunge, your high lizard. Good. Take a breath there. And then you decide if you want to come straight into lizard for more opening, that's fine. If you'd like to walk the hands back and stay with strength, squeeze those inner thighs together, keep the hips lifted a little, and drop the head and heart. Maybe the hands reach back and the fingertips turn towards the back foot. Maybe those arms straighten towards the back of the mat. Taking another breath. Feel free to stay here or bring those hands under the shoulders. Release the back knee down, uncurl the toes, and settle in here or take the forearms to the floor. Another couple breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. We'll curl the toes, back knee lifts. We scoot the left foot back for plank. And lower the knees, press back into child's pose, or come to sit on the heels. Just notice and be. Just be with your breath, your body as it is. Just full inhale. Full exhale. We slowly make our way back into our down dog. Look to the front of the mat. Walk the feet forward, coming to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Ground through the feet, bend the knees a little bit, start to engage the glutes and the core and roll up slowly. Keep those knees bent. Keeping the knees bent help keep the back safe as you roll up. And then roll the shoulders when you arrive. Open the heart, Tadasana. Nice full breath in, full breath out. Stretch the arms up to the ceiling with your inhale. And as you exhale, come right through center, forward fold. Begin to walk your fingertips forward as you start to take the hips back. Almost like you're coming into chair pose, but with fingers on the ground. Hips keep going back as you bend the knees. and then maybe take them down even deeper. Good. Coming into a yogi squat, not malasana. We want the knees in line with the hips. And then if you can, lift the head and the heart and float the fingertips, palms together. Another breath here. Okay. As you're ready, we plop asana. Take your hands to the floor to guide your hips down to the ground. And we'll grab hold of the block in case we want it when we're down there. You might even take it between the thighs, reach the fingers forward, and lower down slowly, one vertebra at a time. And of course, you can always come down the express route if that serves you better today. Move your block aside. You might grab it later, we'll see. And just take a nice healing breath, feeling the spine supported by the earth. Send the right leg up towards the ceiling. Make 2 circles with the ankle and 2 in the other direction. Good. Cross right ankle over left. Let's grab hold of the left thigh. Feel free to stay as you are or bring that left thigh in towards your chest. Flex the right foot. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Let the exhale remind the body that it's time to slow down. Remind the body that it's supported. Doesn't need to work. Taking another full breath here. We're going to release the left foot to the ground. We're going to move the right foot from above the thigh to below the thigh. So we're going to take that right foot and just move it so it's between the left heel and the left hip and rest the right knee to the floor. So that right heel is kind of working its way up towards the left hip. You might put a blanket underneath the right knee or thigh if it doesn't rest to the floor safely, comfortably. If it's a stretch, that's fine. Make sure both hips are on the ground. Good. Either stay like this or take the left knee and pull it into your chest. Soften the jaw. Right leg is heavy to the earth or supported by some props. And take a couple of deep, full breaths here. Another good inhale. A good exhale. And a few more breaths, just finding release and letting go. Very gently release the left foot to the floor if it's not there already, and mindfully release that right leg back up next to the left. Take a breath there, just feel what you feel. Let's bring those knees into the chest, and we'll rock and roll a little. And then the arms will come wide, and we'll come into a twist, letting the knees fall down to the left. Let the right arm be heavy. Give yourself support if you need it for your twist, either something between the knees to support the low back or the hips, or maybe something underneath both knees, lifting the floor up to. You can gaze out over the right fingertips. Just finding another couple breaths. And begin to fire up the core a little bit to bring the knees back through center. And find a little rock and roll. Release the feet to the floor for cleansing belly breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. And the left leg goes up towards the sky. Make some circles with the ankle. And then the other direction. Cross the ankle over the thigh. Either stay there or start to bring the right thigh in towards your chest. Flex your left foot. And release the jaw. Just take a few breaths. Begin to release the right foot to the floor, keeping that knee bent. And then the left foot, we're going to just gently release it and place it between the right heel and the right hip. And then melt the knee to the floor or to a bold blanket or block if it needs a little support. Start to work that left heel closer to the right hip, but make sure the hips stay on the floor. And then either stay there if that feels like enough going on, or start to bring that right knee in towards the chest. Just welcome a few good breaths here. Another big inhale and a big exhale. Gently release the right foot to the floor. Mindfully release that left leg. Place the foot to the floor next to the other, knees bent. Take a nice big belly breath. Bring the knees into the chest, the little rock and roll. And then arms go wide, knees come down to the right. Give yourself props if you need for your twist. Allow that left shoulder to grow heavy. Couple more breaths, just letting go to the support of the earth, finding some surrender. And as you take your next breath in, just start to fire up the core. And exhale, pull the knees back up through center, rock and roll a bit to realign the spine. And just pause. Squeeze the knees to the chest, bring the heart towards the knees, take a nice breath in, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And then gently release everything to the earth for Shavasana. The legs grow long, the feet flop out. The arms rest by your side, palms face up. Release the shoulder blades down the back to be flat to the earth. And welcome a nice full inhale. And a letting go exhale. Let every single bone, muscle, cell Just release. Just feel the natural flow of your breath. Just feel the present moment thrive over and over again. Begin to bring awareness in. I need to change a thing, just notice. Perhaps you choose a deeper, fuller breath. The first step to leaving the body, coming back into the body, more mindful breathing pattern. When you feel ready, you might start to wiggle a little finger or toe. Let that movement grow and expand. The hands, the feet, the arms, the legs, the whole body, eventually finding a nice full body stretch. You can just finding your stretch organically. And when you feel ready, taking your time, just bending the knees and rolling over to whichever side calls to you. Use the bottom arm as a pillow for the head. When you do roll over to your side, take a moment there, stay connected inward. Feel the benefits of your practice. Notice how you feel in this moment. Gently use the top arm. Press yourself upright.
finding your seat. Coming to that seat, finding a longer, taller spine. Letting the shoulders roll back. Allowing the heart to shine forward like a headlamp. And just tune into the base of your spine, extending down towards the center here and latching on. Bringing that sense of safety and security in. And then bringing your awareness up to the spine. Seeing that beautiful light shine and extend out into the universe. And following that light back down until you get to your heart and connect with your heart space. You can even place one hand on the heart if you'd like. And just take a moment to just reconnect here. Please bring the palms together in front of heart center. We'll close together with a cleansing breath. Nice big inhale. And a big exhale. And we bow down. That spark of divinity that lives within each and every one of us. Namaste.